here and welcome back to another video. So today we're back here for into the speed build, but this one is going to be a little bit different because it is going to be a collab with Schnuck01 from the gallery, and she actually just recently created a YouTube channel as well. So I thought it'd be a really good opportunity to go ahead and do a build collab with her because I've loved her builds for such a long time, and I thought now would be a perfect opportunity to ask her if she was up for a collab, now having a YouTube channel. So that's what we're doing today. So we're going to go ahead and build this traditional base game home, and she went ahead and build the exterior of this, and I'm doing the interior today. So be sure to go ahead over to Tasha's channel to check out part 1 of this speed build, and I'm doing part 2 here today, the interior of the build. So if you don't know who I am and you're new to my channel today, my name is Thomas and my channel here is called Thomas TV, where I make a range of different Sims 4 speed builds mainly. So on today, like a Sunday, I would normally do a mansion build, but today's just one exception where I'm not doing one. But actually this build has 6 bedrooms in it, so I suppose you could maybe still class this as a mansion because it would fit the maximum 8 Sims you can have in a household, so you could look at it that way. So yeah, I normally do mansions on Sundays. I also upload on Wednesdays and Fridays as well. Those 2 days I don't have anything set in stone for what I do, I just do another speed build, but sometimes what I have actually been getting into recently is doing a lot of real The Sims builds, where I kind of find a house plan or floor plan online and then try to recreate that in The Sims 4. So I sometimes do that as well, every now and again, so you can go ahead and check those out if you're interested. So a little bit of information about this build. Like I said, it has 6 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms, and it's built on a 40 by 30 lot in Willow Creek. It's actually where the museum is built, in the more like community side of the world, where it's like the 4 lots with the library, the gym, the bar and the museum, but this is where the museum is actually placed. I don't normally like build, you know, something where like a residential lot where there was usually a community lot, but I thought it was just a nice bit of a change, so that's where we built it. And of course you don't have to place it here, but you could place it on another 40 by 30, but it is built in mind with this lot and its surroundings, if you know what I mean. So it also came in at 183,637 simoleons, which is not too bad. I did try to kind of keep the price in mind with this build, because it's, you know, a base game build. I didn't really have that much to choose from in terms of build buy items, so it did kind of reduce the price that way, because the interior of this build is very simple, which I know kind of sounds like a little bit of a bad thing, but really I don't really think it isn't, because personally when I playing a house, I do sometimes kind of take out a lot of the clutter and stuff, just so I can kind of move the camera around a bit easier. So if you do like playing in more personalized houses and cluttered houses, then you could also go ahead and add some of that in if you want to as well. But this house is just very simple to play in, which I think, you know, some people like as well, so that's what this kind of build is decorated to. Now, you know, saying that, I did do a few personalized bedrooms. I know I don't do this too often. If you're a regular viewer of my channel, you know that I tend to keep bedrooms and things like that very neutral, just so you can take any type of family you have and hopefully it fits into one of my builds. But every now and again, to kind of switch things up, I will go ahead and do, you know, a bedroom that has more colour in it and is a kid's room, since I don't do those too often. So there is kind of a mix of rooms today. So there's one kind of girls' kids room, there's one neutral kids room, there's also a few other bedrooms which incorporate some colour into them, and then there's also a master room of course, and also one kind of neutral guest room as well, so if there's like somebody staying over or something like that, or, you know, you could use that as a bedroom too. So, you know, just a range of different things going on. And then in terms of kind of what other things are in this build, there's actually quite a few things. So as you can see here, there is a garage, so in there I did go ahead and make that into a gym and put some, I think I put a chess table in it as well, and also one of those woodworking benches as well, just as some, you know, extra things that you could put in a garage. So I went ahead and did that, because I know with base game you don't have a bunch of different things you can do, so I did try to really maximize it on activities that are available in the base game. And then on the exterior, there is actually some planter boxes, so if your Sim's into gardening, you can do that. And then there's also a climbing frame for kids as well. And I think that is, oh, there's also a study as well, forgot that. So there is a study, and then also some of the bedrooms did have a bit of extra space where I could go ahead and include a study desk within the bedrooms as well. So there are a few extra computers here and there around the build, which is always a plus, I suppose, if your Sims are really love to play on the computers. So you would have just saw me there working on one of the bathrooms. Now, normally in a speed build video, I would only show you one of the bathrooms within the video because, you know, there's several bathrooms within the build, and I always try to keep every bathroom within a build like the same. So it's like a bit of like a consistent theme with like the the tiles and the flooring tiles and stuff like that within the bathrooms of a build. But today, Tasha actually went ahead and already placed some wallpapers down before, like, when I downloaded the build. And I actually realized that she did do a couple of different tile colors within the 4 different bathrooms in this build. And I thought it'd be a good idea to actually just switch up the bathrooms for a change. I know it's not really an important thing to talk about, but I just thought I'd let you know that's why you see all 4 of the bathrooms, which I don't normally do in my speed build videos. And I don't think I mentioned earlier, but this is available on the gallery now. My origin ID is RealThomasTV1 if you want to go ahead and download this version here with the interior fully done. But if you just want to go ahead and download the exterior, you can head over to Tasha's gallery page. As I said, her username on the gallery is Schnuck01, so you can download the exterior from her if you want to do that instead. So today is actually the 1st of December, which I'm really excited about, as I'm really looking forward to Christmas. We have been decorating the house over the last couple of days with all the Christmas lights. We're always tend to go a little bit overboard with Christmas lights in our house, actually. We never really used to do this, but just in the last couple of years, we've been kind of buying more and more lights, so there's literally lights everywhere you look in the house, which, is kind of nice though. And also, so although I'm really looking forward to Christmas, I did actually mention in my last video that I will be working full time over Christmas. So this whole month, starting from tomorrow, I'll be working full time till Christmas Eve. So not really looking forward to that, but I'm hopefully it'll go over quickly my days. And I've just kind of got Christmas in mind still, which is great. So keeping that in mind, videos, I'm not too sure how that's going to plan out. I'm trying to get ahead on videos a little bit, but actually my shift times are 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. I know 6 a.m. that's going to be a horrible start. I'm gonna have to get up at like 4:50 to make sure I can get there on time and get ready and stuff, so that isn't going to be very nice, but it means that when I come home at 2 p.m. I still have all that time left in the day to work on videos and stuff. So hopefully my video schedule of Wednesday, Friday and Sunday shouldn't be affected, but if you see one less video here and there over the next couple of weeks, then that'll probably be why, but I'll try and keep ahead of my schedule if I can. So I actually haven't got much time left in the speed build here. We'll be heading on to screenshots in about a minute time or so. I think this entire kind of interior finishing process took me between like 30 and 40 minutes, which is no time at all. But as I was saying before, and one factor that kind of reduced the time of how long it took me to do this build was because I've been so much more simpler than other builds that I've done. Because as I was saying at the start, I wanted to be a little bit more simpler on the interior to also help with keeping the price down. So that's why the price is under 200k today, which I mean is still fairly expensive, but it is a really nice house anyway. So I suppose your richer Sims might be able to afford this. It's definitely not like a starter house, but maybe after your Sims have a couple of houses, they could then upgrade to this one, I suppose, and move into it. But yeah, so we're going to be heading on to the screenshots in just a second. I really hope you enjoyed. In the comment section down below, let me know about what you thought of this speed build. Make sure you go ahead and check out Tasha's channel and her video of this, which was part 1. If you haven't seen that already, go ahead and check that out, and also check out her other amazing speed builds as well while you're over there. You can go ahead and download this from the gallery. Like I said earlier, my origin ID is RealThomasTV1. Leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!